Merry Christmas Eve to everyone out there in YouTube land. Hey guys, it's me, Kay, and you've arrived in my weird little corner of the internet. Welcome. If you're new here, I am a part-time reseller, mostly on eBay and Poshmark, and this is my annual thrifted gift video for Vlogmas. Today is technically the last day of Vlogmas, so I made it, yay! But I still have another week to go of daily uploads, and then you will be seeing less of me. I'm sure you'll be happy about that. In the month of January, I will still be uploading regular content, just not daily. But anyway, first and foremost, I want to wish all of you out there a safe and happy Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever holiday you celebrate, Kwanzaa, Festivus, all of that. I hope you have a wonderful time with your family. And yeah, let's get into what I got. So everything fits in this one bag. I honestly didn't find a lot. My teenager is a little bit harder to shop for these days because she is pickier with what she wears. And you know, I don't want to thrift her a whole bunch of clothing that she's not gonna wear and it's just gonna sit in a closet. So I ran a couple things by her. I got a couple other things that she doesn't know about. This is something I started when I started kind of reselling back in 2018. And it's kind of grown since then. I've definitely gotten more stuff as the years have gone on, if that makes sense. Yeah, so there's so much new tag stuff in thrift stores and just so much quality things that A, you can save from going to a landfill, and B, will cost you far less money than if you bought it new from a retail store. And I like that, and my daughter is into it too now. Not so much when I first started doing it, but she loves thrifting now. I even got her a gift card to Savers for Christmas. Yes, I know gift cards are very impersonal, but I want her to be able to have her own money so that she can buy what she wants and not have to worry that, you know, there's this top that she really likes, but it's like $10.79, because when I'm spending my money on her, she's less likely to actually pick up things that she really loves because she is worried about the cost. So if she has a gift card, she can go and buy whatever she wants and she doesn't really have to worry about the cost so much. So anyway, let's get into what I got this year. I apologize for my not the most festive Santa hat. It's actually a Patriots one. You can't see it. I turned the logo on the backside because they suck now that Brady is in Tampa Bay, so we don't want to talk about them. So I just flipped it around to the blue side. Okay, so there are a couple things in here for me because yes, I buy presents for myself for Christmas, wrap them and put them under the tree for me to open, just because it kind of extends the magic, I guess, of Christmas morning to have more presents, and also it removes some of the focus off of her because she gets a little bit anxious when, you know, I'm just staring at her waiting for a reaction when she's opening things. So it takes a little bit of the heat off of her. And you know, Christmas is not about me anyway, it's about Liv, and I can go out and thrift things that I want anytime. So I just pick up a couple things if I happen to see them in thrift stores and around. This first one is season 1 of True Blood. I have seen the whole series a couple times at this point, and I used to have them all on DVD and then sold them at a yard sale. And this one is brand new, still in the package, so I decided to pick it up for myself, and it was $3.99. This is another thing for me. I think I showed you guys this one in a previous Friday Thrift Finds haul, but nothing else you guys would have seen. I pulled everything from those hauls and saved them for this video specifically, but I forgot that I got this. So this is also brand new. It is, I don't know if it has a brand, it doesn't really say, but it is a Harry Potter tumbler. It's got like the Monster Book of Monsters. It's got a mandrake. I love it, and it does have the straw. It's new, like I said. So yeah, that's gonna be my water drink for my desk because I work from home. Next, we got a couple movies. I always find movies for Thriftmas. The first one is brand new. This is What Happens in Vegas. with Ashton Kutcher and Cameron Diaz. It was $3.99. It was originally purchased at Walmart. The only thing I don't still have the price sticker on is this cup. Everything else I kept the prices on. And then I got If I Stay. I did read the book about a year or so ago, and now I want to watch the movie, and this was $2.99. So my daughter just got a cell phone this year for the first time. I had originally sworn up and down that I wasn't gonna let her have a cell phone until she was driving. But then I realized that maybe the novelty of texting would wear off before she starts driving if I got her one now. So that way I didn't have as much worry as a parent that she would be texting and driving. So I got her a cell phone for her 13th birthday earlier this year. But it's only an iPhone 7, and I actually purchased it off of eBay because I'm thrifty and I like to save money where I can. But the camera on it is complete trash in comparison to my iPhone 11. And I mean, I had an iPhone 7 before I had an 11, so I waited a while before I upgraded, but her camera is really bad. So I found this in the bins when I just went a couple weeks ago. It's a photo lens kit specifically made for a cell phone. It has a fisheye, a wide angle, and a macro lens. So I thought maybe she could have some fun with that. Hello to Clove. This is kind of almost a personal buy. It's like a sushi roll maker. This was $4.49. Yeah, I want to make some sushi. It's like a personal goal that I want to try and make my own sushi roll. I'll probably do it one time and then never do it again. But this is brand new in the package, never been used. I don't know what the original cost of this would have been, but I don't expect it to be that much. But $4.49, I'm happy to pay that. Okay, this is completely random and a little bit weird, but it is a package of 2 brand new nail files from Sally Hansen. We do our own nails. I used to go to my nail lady and I still love her, but I am just trying to cut costs, and so I haven't been in like a year and a half maybe. So her and I have both been doing our own nails. We have all different kinds of paints and top coats and all of that fun stuff. And so I got her these because they were brand new, and she can have her own nail file because I have my own, so she usually steals mine, but now she's got 2 of her very own. Okay, I think there's just 2 more non-clothing things in here, if I remember, and they're both pretty much the same. So these are caboodles, as you see. This big one was $4.99, and then I got a little one for $2.99. I was hoping to find these actually, and I really wanted them to be kind of similar colors, but I guess it doesn't really matter. So I do have to clean them up a little bit before I wrap them and put them under the tree. But she's very into makeup and jewelry, and she loves to thrift jewelry. That's one of the first sections she goes to in a thrift store. So these were kind of like a nostalgic pickup for me because I'm in my 30s. So these were popular when I was younger. But I thought maybe she could use one for jewelry and one for her makeup. And I don't know, I just think they're so cute. And I know you can sell like the actual true vintage ones. I don't think either of these are vintage, but I made sure that they had everything. This one is the dirty one of the 2. Like the little mirror for them. So yeah, I'll just have to clean them out and then I'll wrap them, and I really think that she will enjoy these. Yeah, and then everything else is clothing. So this, she's been into H&M. She doesn't normally like to pick up fast fashion. She stays away from Shein. She will not pick up Shein even at a thrift store. She hates it. But she does like H&M, and I just recently took her to the to the H&M store in the mall, and she only picked out, I think, 1 or 2 things from there, but she does like the style. So I found a couple H&M pieces at the thrift store I thought she would like. She's very much into the neutrals and the basics. So this first one is Divided by H&M. It was $9.99. My thrift store prices are getting really crazy these days. I know it's the holidays and inflation, but still, you guys get this stuff for free. But that's a story for another day. Anyway, this is just a black hoodie. It has like this zipper detail at the front, and then it has like an elastic cinch waist at the bottom. Can you, oh, it is even a pocket. I didn't know that until this very moment. So she could, you know, store something in there. Speaking of H&M, this is another H&M piece. This one was $10.79. Again, it's divided, similar tag. But this one is a collab with Nintendo, and she absolutely loves to play Pokemon on her Nintendo Switch. Or Zelda. Sometimes she brings over Zelda. So this says Super Nintendo Entertainment System, so SNES, SNES. I used to play that. I loved it. My cousins had one, so every time I would go over there was the only time I would ever play it, and it was so much fun. And similar to the other H&M hoodie, this one has like a little cincher at the bottom. I did clear that one with her, the Nintendo one, not the zip one, because I actually just got that today. Yes, I went thrifting on Christmas Eve. And this other one, I also showed her and asked her if she was into it while I was still in the store before I bought it. This was $10.79. It's again H&M, and this is a collab with H&M. And this one is MTV. She just picked up yesterday. We went out to the thrift store. She had a half day at school, and we went thrifting, and she found an MTV like graphic tee, and she bought that. So she's really into the MTV. This one's tie-dye, and it has the bigger MTV logo on the back. And just a couple t-shirts. So like I said, I didn't get really that much this year, and not so much clothing versus previous years. Mostly because now she's into thrifting, whereas last year she didn't really enjoy going thrifting with me, so she wouldn't really search the racks in search of clothing for her own closet. So now that we go thrifting together so often, she's always picking up clothing, so I don't want to necessarily overwhelm her closet with clothing. So I only pick up things that I think she'll really like, because otherwise she'll just find stuff when we're out together and I'll just buy it for her. So this first one is Sailor Moon. She loves Japanese culture, anime, manga. She reads a ton of manga. And I think that's great that she found something that she's so passionate about. So it's just on a Sailor Moon tag, size medium. And like I just got done saying, she's really into Japanese culture. If you watched any of my travel content recently, I've mentioned a few times that Tokyo is her #1 destination, and we were supposed to go in April of 2020, and then you guys know what happened. The world shut down, so we weren't able to make that trip happen. So I found this Tokyo tee in the thrift store. It's pink, and she's not super into pink, but I think she'll like it enough that she will get some wear out of that. And the last thing, I haven't been telling you prices for the tees. The Tokyo one was $3.29, and the Sailor Moon was also $3.29. And the last item I had to share with you was $3.79. Don't know if she will like this one quite as much, but if she doesn't like it, I will just put it up for sale. But it is like kind of like a band tee, but it's not a band, it's a single artist. So this is Britney Spears. It's very Y2K looking. It's not actually from Y2K, it's like a reprint. But I just thought it was fun, and it's got like the butterflies, and it's just so much that era of time when Britney Spears was really popular, and she is totally into that whole Y2K scene, especially with the clothing, like the baggy fit jeans, almost like a Jenko pant. I freaking loved the Jenko pants, by the way. I lived in those when I was in middle school. I thought they were the coolest thing ever. And you can resell them if you find them. I've never found one in the thrift store. If I did, I would probably maybe try to squeeze myself into them and hope that they fit, because I would maybe want to keep them for myself, but you can resell them. But yeah, anyway, that's everything that I got for Thriftmas this year. So all of these items were secondhand. A few were brand new, like the True Blood, the tumbler, the sushi thing, the nail files. None of the clothing, I think, still had the tags, which is totally fine. Like I said earlier, she loves thrifting now. It's her favorite way to get new clothing for her wardrobe, not just because, you know, it's unique and so she won't go to school and, you know, there'll be a couple people wearing the same outfits, but I think she just appreciates the sustainability side of it, and also she appreciates how cost effective it is in comparison to even just going to Target and shopping for brand new clothes. So I love that. I love that she is into it. I love that we have something that we can share, that we are both passionate about and enjoy, because it's something we can enjoy doing together, and I don't have to feel like I'm forced to only work, you know, on my business, because technically thrifting for me is work, even though I love it. I don't want to have to feel like she is being forced to come work with me or being forced out of the house to do something that she doesn't enjoy. And, you know, now I can do it with her, so I don't just have to wait until, like, you know, she's at her dad's or something to be able to go out and source for my business. And yeah, we find some really cool stuff. So I do have a video planned, hopefully by the end of the month. If not, I'll do it sometime in January. But it's all of our favorite things that we have thrifted in 2022. So look forward to that. Otherwise, like I said earlier in the beginning of this video, I really just do hope that you have a wonderful holiday with your family, with your loved ones, whomever, by yourself, if that's what you're doing this year for the holidays. I just also want to thank you guys so much for the support of me and my channel. You guys are my family, my YouTube family, and I've met so many wonderful people through this platform, and I can't thank you guys enough. It's, you know, it's just me and my daughter here, so to feel like I have some, not just co-workers, but friends and a family here on YouTube is awesome, and I love that. So from the bottom of my heart and my family to yours, Merry Christmas, and I will see you guys tomorrow.